Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil the Glacial Geek coming to you here from Tier 1 Cards and Games in Anchorage, Alaska, where we will be having an 1850 Maelstrom mission between my Dark Angels and Tim's Forces of the Inquisition. So the story is that the forces of the Inquisition came to a planet investigating possible chaos taint, and the Dark Angels were also there investigating rumors of possible fallen activity. So when they engaged, as opposed to answering some uncomfortable questions, the Dark Angels decided to engage in battle. So that's how the two forces here are going to be colliding here over the Chaos emblem down here. And we'll see what happens. So we're going to be doing Deadlock Mission, and we'll be doing a Deadlock Mission. And before we go any further, let's show you the two armies and psychic powers we placed today. For the Dark Angels, we'll be running a combined arms detachment. Leading off that detachment, we have a level 1 librarian with a force sword and a level 2 librarian with a force axe. We have a 5-man scout squad with bolt pistols and close combat weapons. We have a 5-man scout squad with sniper rifles and camo cloaks. We have a mortis pattern dreadnought with 2 twin link las cannons. We have a second mortis pattern dreadnought with 2 twin link las cannons. We have a 5-man command squad with 5 melta guns, and they will be arriving in a drop pod. We have a 2-man attack bike squadron with multi-melta upgrades. We have a 1-bike attack bike squadron with a multi-melta upgrade. We have a 3-man Ravenwing Black Knight squadron. We have a 5-man Devastator squad with 2 grav cannons inside of a Rhino. We have another 5-man Devastator squad with 2 grav cannons inside of a Rhino. We have an Aegis defense line. And last but not least, we have a 3-tank Predator squadron with twin-link las cannons and las cannon sponsons. So the forces of the Inquisition will have an Inquisitorial detachment, a combined arms detachment, and a Nemesis strike force. Leading off here with the Inquisitorial detachment, we have Inquisitor Kodiaz with 3 multi-melta servitors. Leading off the combined arms detachment, we have a Tech Marine on a bike with the Hunter's Eye. We have a 3-man bike squad with a combi melta and 2 melta guns. We have another 3-man bike squad with a combi melta and 2 melta guns. We have a 4-man bike squad with a combi grav and 2 grav guns. We have a 3-man bike squad with a combi grav and 2 grav guns. We have a drop pod as a fast attack option. We have a Sakaran battle tank. We have another Sakaran battle tank. We have a 3rd Sakaran battle tank. We have a Void Shield generator. Then for the Nemesis Strike Force, we have Castellan Crow. We have a 5-man strike squad, and the sergeant actually has a halberd. And last but not least, we have 2 Dread Knights with both with heavy incinerators, both with personal teleporters, and one has the sword and one has a hammer. Alright, so for the Dark Angels, level 2 librarian rolled on telepathy, so he has Psychic Shriek, Mental Fortitude, and Terrify. The level 1 librarian rolled on divination, so he has Prescience and Perfect Timing. And then for the forces of the Inquisition, Kodiaz rolled on divination as well, so he has Prescience, Scryer's Gaze, and Forewarning. So those are the armies and the psychic powers that we'll be having today. Deployment for the Dark Angels, we have one of the Devastator squads over here. Got the 3-man Ravenwing Black Knight squad there. 2-man attack bike squad there. We've got some infiltrating scouts up here. We've got one of the mortis pattern dreadnoughts right over here. We've got my warlord back here, my level 1 librarian. I've got my 3 predators here sitting behind the wall. We've got the other scout squad up there ready to run across. We've got the 1-man attack bike squad there and the other Devastator squad over here. The other mortis pattern dreadnought on that side. And then these guys are being held in reserve along with my level 2 librarian. He's going to be coming in with those guys. Then over here for the forces of the Inquisition, we've got his warlord, the Tech Marine on the bike over here with the 4-man bike squad. We've got one of the Dread Knights. We've got one of the Sakarans. We've got the Void Shield generator right there in the middle with Kodiaz and his crew on there on the battlements. We've got another Dread Knight over here. We've got a Melta bike squad here, a Grav bike squad here, the other Melta bike squad over here, and those 2 more Sakarans. Then in reserve, we have the drop pod, which is going to have Castellan Crow and the strike squad with them. So that's what we've got going on here. The objectives are located, we've got objective 1 right here. I believe we've got 3 is back here. There's another one, I can't remember which one, right underneath him. We've got 5 right here, and 6 right there, and number 4 right there. So as we have it right now, the Dark Angels are actually set to go first, unless the forces of the Inquisition can seize the initiative. He rolled the Warlord trait, giving him +1 to his seize the initiative, so on a 5+, can the forces of the Inquisition take the advantage? Yes, they do. Oh, man.
Plus reroll.
Oh, man. He would have had reroll with Kodiaz, and he didn't need it. He didn't even need the +1 from the leadership, the Warlord trait. So, yeah, that's brutal. So we'll come back to you with the cards drawn for the forces of the Inquisition for turn 1. All right, so turn 1, the forces of the Inquisition drew Secure Objective 4, Secure Objective 3, Secure Objective 2, Ascendancy, Hungry for Glory, and Kingslayer. So we'll see how that goes here on turn 1. We'll come back to you after movement phase. Movement phase for the forces of the Inquisition. His 2 Dread Knights jumped up this way with their personal teleporters. His bikers over here jumped up. This includes his Warlord there. These bikers jumped up. These bikers jumped up. He moved a little bit out of the range of the Void Shield generator to get some shots onto my Rhino over there. And these guys just kind of pivoted around, didn't do much moving. So that's, oh yeah, I forgot. And these guys came in. So Castellan Crow and his strike squad are in here. So that's movement phase for the forces of the Inquisition here on turn 1. We'll come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, psychic phase. My opponent rolled a 6, leaving me with 7 dice, leaving him with 13 dice. So the first power he's going to do is Cleansing Flame from this squad. He's going to use 10 dice for it to go off. So let's see. What do we need? 2? Is it 1 or 2? 2. So I imagine he's going to get more than 2. So here we go. 10 dice. Looking for 4s. Ooh, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we got 4 successes, no perils, which is pretty good. I'm going to roll all my dice to try to deny it. So I've got a level 1 librarian over there within range. So I'm looking for 5s, looking for 4, 5s, and 6s. Nope, I've only got 2. All right, so it goes off. We'll come back to you with the results of that. All right, the results. Put 1 wound onto my Warlord back here. Put 1 penetrating hit onto my tanks here. Rolled and got weapon destroyed. Destroyed the twin link one on top there. Nothing happened to these guys, and these guys lost a guy. So he's got 3 dice left. What do you want to do? What do you want to roll?
I was going to look.
All right, we'll come back to you with the next phase, the next step in this. All right, this guy over here with the sword is going to roll for Sanctuary. It does not go off. And then you got 1 more dice, and then do it on the guy with the hammer. Sanctuary does not go off. All right, so that's the end of the second phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, starting off, we're going to have the Sakaran shooting at my Rhino over here. So we're going to use the heavy bolters first. So hitting on 3s, 3 hits. Looking for 6s. Nothing. All right. Then we have 7 shots, right? 6 shots coming from the main gun there. Hitting on 3s, twin linked. All right, twin linked. Okay, and then strength 7, so looking for 3s to glance. All right, so we've got 2 glances and 2 pens. Which ones do you want to make the saves for first?
Night fight.
Yep, night fight save. Which one do you want to do first?
Do either one.
All right, so we'll do the pens first. Looking for 6+ night fight saves. We got 1 saved, and then onto the glances. Nope. So it will be a wreck, because you got the 3 necessary, and it's not AP anything, so it can't explode. So I'll just...
AP2.
Is it AP2 in those?
Rending.
Oh, but that doesn't happen on vehicles. Rending doesn't give the AP on vehicles. Yeah. So, so it is a wreck. So, first blood. Boom. And that's where they disembarked, and they passed their leadership test, so they're not pinned. All right, so this squad here is going to fire their grav guns into him, and they're going to pop the combi grav, and he's going to jink. So, hitting on 3s. Ooh, wow. And then wounding on 3s. All right. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 3+ rerollable because of night fight. Ooh, okay. 2 saves so far. 3+ on the reroll. All All right, so they take 1 wound. All right. These guys over here are going to fire their bolters into my Devastator squad over there. So they're twin linked, so hitting on 3s. Twin linked. All right, so 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. Got 1 wound. 1 3+ armor save. He's good. All right, so Karen here is going to fire into the Devastator squad over there. The yellow dice are going to be the heavy bolter. So hitting on 3s, twin linked on the red dice. Alrighty. So strength 7 on the red and strength 5 on the yellow. So 2s and 3s. Alrighty. So we've got 3 rending and 2 armor saves. So I'll do the rending saves first. So they've got 5 up area terrain plus 1 for night fight. So 4 up cover saves on these. Okay, so 1 guy's dead, and then 2 more armor saves on the 3+. 1 more dead. Alrighty. Alright, these guys are going to fire their bolters into my scout squad there. So 6 shots, they're in rapid fire range, hitting on 3s. Twin linked. Alrighty. Wounding on 4s. Alrighty, so we've got 1. Alright, and they've got a 4 up area terrain there, plus 1 for night fighting. So 3 up cover save. Nope, 1 guy dead. Alright, the one with the sword is going to use his heavy incinerator to flame over here. So he's going to get 2 hits on this squad and 1 hit on this squad. So it's strength, what is it? Strength 6. Alright, so we'll do the 2 on this squad first. So strength 6. Oh, and then the yellow is going to be the 1 on the attack bikes. Cool. Alright, so wounding on 3s. Alright, all wounds. They all also ignore cover, so I'll be rolling my armor saves here. So on to the Black Knights, the 2 on the Black Knights, looking for 3s. Alright, 1 more dead, and then 1 onto the attack bike. He's good. Alright. And then the guy with the hammer is going to hit him, so 2 on the attack bikes and 1 on the Black Knight biker. Sounds good. So we'll roll the same dice. Yellow, actually this time will be the Black Knight. So wounded on 3s, all wounds again. Cool. So I'll do the 2 on the attack bike, 3+. Alright, 1 wound onto them, and then the 1 onto the Black Knight. And he's dead. Alright. Alright, the Sakaran here is going to fire onto this squad there. They're not going to jink because the main gun can't ignores his jink saves. So the yellows are actually going to be the heavy bolters. So here we go, hitting on 3s. The reds are going to be twin linked. Alrighty. So twin linked on those reds. Okay. So the reds are actually going to be wounding on 2s. The yellows are going to be wounding on 4s. Alright, so we've got 1 rending shot, and we've got 4 armor saves. So which ones do you want to do first?
I want to do the rending shot first.
Alright, so we're going to do the rending shot first. It's coming through here into them, so he's going to get a... do you think he's going to get closest?
Yeah.
You think he's closer? Alright, so it's going against him, so he's just got the 6+ night fight save. Oh, nice. All right, and then I've got 4 armor saves, 3+. 1 wound. All right. So that's how that goes. All right, the strike squad back here is going to fire their storm bolters into my bike squad. They are not going to jink. So hitting on 3s. Ooh, wow, nice shooting there. And then wounding on 5s. So we've got 1, 2 wounds. All right. Grab my dice here. 2, 3 up. Armor saves. Oh, 1 will die. Okay. All right. This squad here is going to fire into my scout squad over here. He's got the Hunter's Eye, which ignores cover, which is pretty brutal against these guys here. So he's going to be popping his the combi grav on these guys over here. So the reds are going to be the 9 grav shots coming in. The yellow ones are going to be the regular guy shooting twin linked bolter, and then the greens are going to be the warlord shooting his twin link bolter, but he has a BS of 5. So the dark greens there are going to be hitting on 2s. Everything else is hitting on 3s, and the green and yellow are twin linked. Okay, twin linked. That's good. Alrighty. So everything is wounding on a 4, including the grav. Alrighty. Alright, so 3 are just dead because those are AP2, and then I get 2 armor saves of 4+ because it ignores cover. So 4+, and they're good. Alright, so 3 are dead. Alright, so that's it for shooting phase here. So we're going to do some charges. This squad's going to charge into this scout squad, and this squad's going to charge into that scout squad.
They may not.
So, they may not. We'll find out depending upon how this one works out. So these guys are first going to charge into them. So I'm going to shoot my Overwatch, hitting on 5s and 6s because of Grim Resolve. Ooh, I got 1. And then hitting on, wounding on a 4. That's a 6, so that's AP2. So they've got a 5 up, 4 up cover because they're in terrain there. So 4 up cover. Nope. So one guy is dead. And then you want to roll the distance. I think we worked out it was close to 12. Nope. 7. Nope, they will not make it. So that's that failure. Do you want the other guys to go charge in?
I wanted to do a quick measurement. That would be 11 inches. This would be 8. We're going to go here.
All right, so they are going to charge into here. So I'm going to fire my Overwatch. I've got 4 bolt pistol shots. They will be hitting on 5s and 6s because of Grim Resolve. There he's going to jink, and they miss. So then do you want to do your 8-inch charge? And they're in. Ooh, that's going to be brutal. All right, so we'll move them in and we'll come back to you with the fight subphase. All right, so that's where we are. 2 of the guys made it into base to base with that. So we've got 2 Hammer of Wrath. Do you want to roll those? So looking for 4s. We got 1 wound.
Strength 5.
They're strength 5?
Yeah, +1 Hammer of Wrath for white scars.
Oh, they got +1 Hammer of Wrath for white scars. So it would have been actually on 3s. But it's still 1 wound. So 4+ armor save. He's good. All right, so we'll come back to you with the fight. All right, so going in here, we're all attacking the same initiative, but we'll do the bikers first. So he's got 6 attacks because he's got 1 base plus 1 for charge for each of them. So they'll be hitting on 4s. Ooh, wow, nice. And then strength 4, so wounding on 4s. All right, so he's got 3 wounds there. I'll just do my 3, may as well just take my 3 armor saves, 3 4+s. Ooh, 2 guys dead. Okay. Then I have 8 attacks back because they've got +1 for extra close combat weapon. They'll be hitting on 4s. Alrighty. Wounding on 5s. We got 2. So you want to take your 2 armor saves. 2 3-ups. And he's good. All right. So I lost by 2, but I've got Grim Resolve, which lets me just roll my full leadership. And they pass. So we will be locked in combat there. All right. So we'll come back to you with the cards that he accomplished here on turn 1. All right. So he got Secure Objective 4, and he's going to get rid of Secure Objective 2 for his turn. So that's end there of Inquisition. So we'll come back to you with the cards drawn for Dark Angels here on turn 1. All right. Dark Angels got Domination, Supremacy, Secure Objective 6, Blood and Guts, Secure Objective 3, and Secure Objective 1. So I think it might be difficult, but we'll see how it goes. All right, we'll come back to you after movement phase for Dark Angels here on turn 1. All right, movement for Dark Angels here on turn 1. They stood still. He shuffled around a bit so he doesn't have Skyfire. They all turned and pivoted looking towards him right there. He kind of stood where he was. He shuffled around. He shot over this way. They stood still over there. They're locked in combat. He moved, shot up 12 inches past his dangerous terrain test. These guys stood still where they were, and that's, and these guys came in. You'll notice that there's no drop pod there. You'll also notice that there's 1 guy less over there. So Kodiaz has this rule where out of sequence, so not interceptor, he anything that arrives within 12 inches of him and his unit can shoot them. So my drop pod scattered within 12 inches, so his unit got to shoot on him. So he managed to get 1 melt-a-shot within melter range onto the drop pod and then blew it up, killing one of my dudes. So, yeah, pretty brutal, but pretty awesome at the same time. So, going on to the psychic phase, I rolled a 2, leaving me with 5 dice because my second librarian came in, and leaving my opponent with 9 dice. So, I'm going to roll on prescience onto my tanks over here. So, needing 2, getting it with 4. So, do you want to roll? Looking for 6s because it's not it's not directed at you. So you're looking, and that's all my dice. So you probably want to roll all of your dice. So looking for 4 6s. Oh no, just the 1. All right, so they are prescience, and that's it for psychic phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so the Devastator squad in here is going to jump up and fire onto this Dread Knight. The black ones are going to have the signum, so they're going to be hitting on 2s. Greens are going to be hitting on 3s. 2s and 3s. All right, so 2 misses. These are going to be wounding on 2s, re-rolling because of grav amps. Re-rolling because of grav amps. All right, so we've got 4, 8. So he's towed in over there, monster screecher. So he's going to have a 4-up save because it's 5-up area terrain plus 1 for night fight. So 8 4-ups. Ooh, wow. Only takes 2 wounds. That is huge.
You're gonna pay.
Wow, I am really going to pay. All right, the Predator squad here is going to fire into this Dread Knight. So I've got 8 shots because he blew up the turret on that one. So they're all going to be hitting on 3s, re-rolling because of prescience. Re-rolling because of prescience. All right, so that's all hits. They're going to be wounding on 2s, re-rolling because of Monster Hunter. Oof. All right, so we've got 8. He's got 8 3-up saves because he's towed into what we said was ruins. That's 4-up, becomes a 3-up. So 8 3-up saves. 1, 2, 3 wounds. So he's also still alive. Oh, super brutal. So this Dreadnought here is going to fire into this Dread Knight. So hitting on 3s, twin linked. Twin linked. All right, 2 hits, wounding on 2s. That's 2 wounds. He's got 2 3-up saves. Ooh, okay, so he is dead. So because you got to throw your dice, the Stormbolter from the Rhino is going to shoot into him. Hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits. Wounding on 6s. Hey, that's 1. 2 plus armor save. Yeah, he's good. All right, this squad here is going to fire into his Sikaran over there. So 4 hitting on 3s. All right, so I got 2 hits. They're both in melter range. So looking for 2 to glance. That's a pen. And that's a pen. So that's 2 pens. They got 2 6+ night fight saves. Nope, both go through. Both plus 2. All right, so 2 weapon destroyed. So I guess it's just this weapon is destroyed. Or no, I guess both weapons are destroyed.
Yeah.
So the bolt.
It could ram you.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. No weapons left on him, and he's down to 1 hull point. All right. All right, the snipers here are going to fire into the Dread Knight over here. So hitting on 3s, 2 hits, wounding on 4s. That's 1 6. That's AP2. So he's got his 4-up cover save. Nope. So he's down 1 more wound. All right, Meltabike there is going to fire into this guy here. So he jinked. So he's going to be hitting on a 6. Only the melty gun can do anything. Nope, that's a miss. All right, this squad here is going to fire into his Grav Bikers who are going to jink. Blacks are the Signum, so hitting on 2s. Greens are hitting on 3s. Woo. Fell out of my hand. All right, 2s and 3s. Ooh. That's fine. All right. These are wounding on 3s, re-rolling because of Grav Amps. All right, re-rolling because of Grav Amps. All right, so you've got 7 2+ jinx saves to make. All right.
The dice gods do.
Oh, wow. There you go. That's how you do it. Right there. All right, so everyone is good. But they did jink, so I guess that's something. All right, the Mortis Pattern Dreadnought there is going to fire into his Meltabikers, and they are not going to jink. So hitting on 3s. All right, 2 hits, wounding on 2s. That's 2 wounds. He's got 3-up cover saves here because of night fight, and 1 guy is dead. All right, so that, I think, might be the end of my shooting phase. So I've got this guy's going to run up that way, but that's about it. So we'll come back to you with the fight sub phase here on turn 1. All right, so this is the only fight we've got going on here. My scouts are hitting at the same time as his bikers. So I've got 4 attacks coming in here, hitting on 4s. All right, so I got 2 hits, wounding on 5s. Nothing. Alrighty, and then you've got 3 attacks back with your guys, hitting on, here you go, hitting on 4s. Got 1, wounding on 4. Nothing. All right, so they will just continue to fight over there. So, oh, he's going to hit and run now. Good call. Keep him safe. All right, so initiative test. Oh, no, they failed, so they are still locked in combat. All right, so that's the end of the Dark Angel's turn, so we'll come back to you with the cards that I managed to successfully accomplish. All right, so Dark Angel's got Secure Objective 3, we got Secure Objective 1, and we got Supremacy, because we have 4, and he manages to only hold 2. So I got D3 for that. Ooh, 3, that's huge. All right, and I got rid of Domination. So we'll come back to you with the cards drawn for the Forces of the Inquisition here on turn 2. All right, so he drew Hold the Line and still has Kingslayer, Secure Objective 3, Hungry for Glory, and Ascendancy. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Forces of the Inquisition here on turn 2. All right, movement phase here for the Forces of the Inquisition. Crow moved over here, separated from the Strike Force, and moved over this way towards my Warlord. These guys moved over this way. He's moving up this way looking on those tanks. These guys have shot up this way looking on my scouts. They're still locked in combat. His tank that has no weapons just shot up here to contest number 5 there. Woo! These guys shot up this way. These are the jinking ones. These are not jinking ones, and they're the ones with the Melta. This moved up here past this dangerous terrain test. This guy's over here. So they're in the middle of pretty awful sandwich there. So and Kodiaz and his crew are also over this way looking on them. So yeah, that's the movement phase here. Moving on to the psychic phase, he rolled a 2, leaving me with 5 dice, leaving him with 7 dice. So, oh, I'm sorry, what was it?
I got 6 plus 2.
8 dice. I'm sorry, 8 dice. I'm sorry, I counted wrong. So he's got 8 dice, I've got 5 dice. So what do you want to do first?
Well, I'm going to roll 4 dice.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to roll 3 dice over here for Hammerhand.
All right, he's going to roll 3 dice for Hammerhand over here, needing 1.
1.
All right, it goes off with 2. I'm going to let it go because I'm afraid of this next part.
They all get strength plus 2.
Yeah, so there's strength plus 2. Cool. All right, we'll come back to you with the next step in the phase. All right, so now he's going to roll for prescience onto his squad there. So the ones with the Melta servitors. So needing 2, getting it with 4, and no perils. So I need 4 6s. Nope, I do not get it. All right, so they are prescience over there. All right, so that's the end of the second phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase here on turn 2. All right, so Castellan Crow and his cronies over here are going to be firing onto him. So, Kodias, I'm sorry, not Crow. I was thinking Crow because he's got the bird. So he rolled for his eagles and he got a 5. So he's going to be rolling the 5 eagles, which are going to be the yellow dice, and then the 3 multi-meltas are going to be firing, which are going to be the red dice. So hitting on 4, or no, he's going to be hitting on 2s.
He hits on 3s?
Oh, he hits on 3s and they hit on 4s. So, and Twin Link because of prescience.
Wow. 3 meltas. And
Well, that 3, because that's, they hit on 4s. Yeah. All right.
wow.
All right. So pretty good there. Oh, cool. Alrighty. And now
These are strength 4.
those are strength 4. These are strength 8. So 2s and 4s. Okay. So 2 would be on a 5-up cover save, and 2 or 3-up armor saves. So I'll do the cover saves first. 5-up cover save. Oh, 2 dead. 2-up armor save. A 3-up armor save, and 1 more dead. So yeah. Down to that. All right, cool. So left with 1 more Melta guy. All right. So Melta Bros are going to be firing into them over here. So hitting on 3s, 2 hits, wounding on 2s, 2 wounds, 2 5-ups. Nope, they're both dead because it doubles them out. Alrighty. So he is going to fire his template, flamer template, onto him, but in such a way so it also hits him. So it can't do anything to the 13 in the front there, but it can do to the 12, needing a 6. No, okay. Alright, the tank here is going to fire into my Mortar's Pattern Dreadnought. Only the accelerator cannon is in range, so hitting on 3s, twin linked. Alrighty, so looking for 5s to glance. Ooh, so we got 1 glance and 1 pen. Alright, do you want to see what the effects of the pen is?
Yep.
Because I don't think I get a cover save from that one. 4, so he's can't move and will be firing snapshots. Alright, so he's down 2 hull points. Alright, so this Sakaran is going to fire into him. So again, hitting on 3s. Twin linked. Okay. Glancing on a 5. So we got 1 pen and 1 glance. So I'll do the pen first. A 5 up cover save from this one. Nope. So he is going to be dead. So do you want to do the oh, and the pen? See if he gets saved. Nope. So well, it's not plus. It can't blow up, so it's just a wreck. So yeah, so he's a wreck. All right, cool. All right, the Storm Bolter from the drop pod is going to fire into my biker there. He's not going to jinx, so hitting on 3s, wounding on a 5. That's a wound. 3 up armor save. Oh, he's dead. That's brutal. All right, that's actually it for shooting phase. So we're going to go do the assault phase. He's going to assault him. They're going to assault them, and then I think these guys are going to assault into the tanks, both of them. So yeah. So all right, so these guys are going to assault first. So I'm going to fire Overwatch first, hitting on 5s and 6. Nope. So then -2. That should be plenty to get in. Yep. So 5 inches, he's in. So they are in combat. All right. All right, these guys are going to charge. I think they just need, yeah, basically, no, they're basically in, but I just want to see. All right, cool, they're in. All right, he's going to charge into there. Ooh, I don't know if he makes that. We'll have to find out.
Yeah.
Isn't it -2 for going through difficult terrain? Or do they ignore? We're going to find out all in a second. All right, they have moved through cover. I forgot because they're a monstrous creature. So he's in. Barely, but in. All right, so now these guys are going to charge it there. Firing Overwatch, hitting on 5s and 6s. Got 1, wounding on a 4. That's a wound on a 3+ armor save. Oh, 2+ armor save onto his Warlord there. He's good. All right, and then the distance for these guys. Yeah, they are in. All right, so we're going to go over to this fight over here first. Castle and Crow is going to smash attack. So he's got the 1 attack, hitting on a 3. Oh, he misses. All right, so I've got my attacks back. So I've got, he did challenge, which is going to be important for his objectives. But I've got 3 attacks back, hitting on 4s. All right, so I got 1 hit, wounding on a 4, nothing. All right, so they will be stuck in combat. All right, so now we're going to go over here to the Dread Knight, who will be attacking into my Predator Squadron here. So he's going to be hitting, he's got 5 attacks coming in here, hitting on 3s. All hits. Strength 10, so they're going to be auto pens. So let's just resolve them one at a time because it's AP2. So
auto pens. If I roll 1s.
If you roll 1, that's going to be 11, which is.
If I roll 1, it doesn't.
It does.
It always fails.
No, not against armor.
Oh.
Yeah, not against armor. So these are all auto pens. So we'll do 1 at a time. So the first one plus, because AP2, so +1. Nope, 1 more. +1. All right, so this is just a wreck. Now on to the next one. +1. Oh, nope. On to the next one. That blows up. So do the distance for that. All right, so we'll resolve that one. And then you got 1 more, right? +1. No, so that's down to 2 hull points. And it's going to be snap firing. So then we'll figure out the exploding middle one here. All right, so these guys are left over here. They managed to consolidate in, and everyone's within 2 inches of someone in base to base. So they will get to make their attack. So do you want to start with the Justicar? Because he might be able to just finish it off. Oh, Justicar is going to be the yellow ones. These are going to be the other dudes swinging in here. So the Justicar is going to be essentially strength 7, and the other guys are essentially strength 6. So hitting on 3s. Okay. Ugh. Okay. And now 4s on the red threes on the yellow for glances. And none of these are AP2, so it's not going to blow up. Yeah, it's dead. All right, so it's a wreck. Okay. All right, so now we're going to move over to these guys. We've got 4 Hammer of Wraths. All right, so that's he has +1 strength to that, so that's 4 wounds. So 4 4-ups.
Come on, make them.
Oh, I did. Holy cow. Okay, crazy. All right, so we'll come back to you with the fight. All right, so he did challenge me here. So my guys are going to go at the same initiative as his 3 regular bikers, and his Tech Marine, because he's using the servo harness, is going to be going last. So I'll do mine first. So the black is going to be the sergeant that's going to be going on to the Tech Marine. The green is the regular dude. So hitting on 4s. Okay, 2 hits. Wounding on 5s. Okay, so not the one on the Tech Marine, but 1 on the regular guys. 3+ armor save, and they're good. All right, then the regular guys get to attack back. 2 attacks each, hitting on 4s. All right, wounding on 4s. Nothing. All right, but now the Tech Marine gets to attack. He's got his 3 attacks, hitting on 4s, wounding on 2s. Okay, dead. All right, so their leadership is an 8. And they are still in combat. Alrighty. All right, back to this combat over here. So my guys have 4 attacks coming in here, hitting on 4s. All right, so 2 hits, wounding on 5s. Nothing. All right, and then you've got your 3 attacks coming in, hitting on 4s. Nothing. All right, so that will just keep going on. And you're gonna try to hit and run with them? All right, so hit and run. No, failed again. All right, so they are still in combat. All right, I think that's the end of the combat phase here. So we'll come back to you with the cards that he got here on turn 2. All right, so he got Hungry for Glory and Hold the Line. And he rolled for the Hungry for Glory since he did 3 and got 1. So he got 2 points that turn. And he's going to keep all the rest of his cards. So we'll come back to you with the cards drawn for Dark Angels here on turn 2. All right, so I drew Secure Objective 3, Secure Objective 2, and Hungry for Glory. And then I still got Secure Objective 6 and Blood and Guts. So we'll see what happens here. We'll come back to you after movement phase for Dark Angels on turn 2. All right, movement phase for Dark Angels here on turn 2. They stood still. He shuffled around looking over this way. He's locked in combat. He is dead. They're locked in combat. He's locked in combat. They stood still. He shot up over this way past his dangerous terrain test. And that's it. So then we rolled for Psychic phase. I rolled a 1, leaving me with 2 dice, leaving my opponent with 7 dice. And I'm going to roll on Force, because why not? So I need 1. It goes off with 2. Needing 2 6s. Does not get it. All right, so he has Force off. All right, so we'll come back to you with the shooting phase here for Dark Angels on turn 2. All right, these guys are going to fire into these guys. They could only hit the front guy over there. He's going to jink, though. The Signum are going to be the black. The greens are going to be hitting on 3s, so 3s and 2s. Alrighty. All right. Wounding on 3s, re-rolling because of grav amps. Re-rolling because of grav amps. Alrighty. So he's got to make 6 3+ jink saves because they've got Skilled Rider. He did. Oh man, that's huge. That's huge. All right, so we'll come back to you. We'll keep moving on. All right, this guy is going to fire into them. So I'm going to be rapid firing the bolter and multi-melta. So hitting on 3s, all hits. Wounding on 5s and 2. Okay, so just 1. 3+ jink save, and he's good. Ooh. All right, the Devastator squad in here is going to fire into his Dread Knight. Blacks are the Signum, hitting on 2s and 3s. Alrighty. All right, wounding on 2s, rerolling because of grav amps. Rerolling because of grav amps. All right, so we've got 4, 6, 8, 5-up cover saves.
Or 5-up involves.
Or 5-up involves, 5-up whatevers. So he's got 8 of them.
We're not gonna win. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
he almost did.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
that was super brutal.
Wow.
So he's still dead, but not enough for me to feel good about that. All right, moving on. All right, he is going to fire into the drop pod. So hitting on 3s, both hits. Glancing on 3s.
Yeah.
I got 1 pen. So open top +1 for AP2, so +2 to the result. 5. So it's weapon destroyed. So it's down a hull point and lost its Stormbolter. All right. All right. The Stormbolter here is going to fire into these guys over here. So hitting on 3s. Nope. Well, 1 hit. Wounding on 4. That's a wound. 3 up. He's good. All right. So that's it for shooting phase here. So I think I've got maybe 1 charge. So we'll see how that goes. All right. So he's charging into here. So we've got Overwatch. We've got 6 grab shots and 2 twin link bolters. 1 grab shot hit. All right. And it's wounding on a 3. I'm not going to jink. I should have said I was going to jink, and I didn't say it until after I saw it hit, so I'm not going to take that. So that's a wound. He's on there, so it's a 4-up cover save. Yeah, 4-up cover save. Yeah, okay. Woo, I needed that so bad. All right, let's see the distance of the charge. Yeah, he's in. So we'll move him in, and then we'll come back to you with the fight subphase. All right, so we're going to start over here. So he's going to go with those 1 smash attack, hitting on not a 1. Oh, no. All right, so now my guy gets to attack back. He's got 3 attacks here, hitting on 4. I got 2 hits, wounding on a 4. 2 wounds, 2 2-ups. Oh, he failed 1, but it's a re-rollable. Oh, and he did make it. So close. So close, because that force, that would have killed him. Oh, crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, moving on. All right, moving over to here. My scout and his 3 regular bikers attack at the same time. So I've got 1 attack, hitting on a 4. That's a hit. Wounded on a 5. That's a wound. 3-up armor save. They're good. So now he's got his attack, 3 attacks, hitting on 4s. So we'll do this. Yeah, we'll just do these ones first. Hitting on 4s. All right, 1 hit. Wounding on a 4. That's a wound. 4-up armor save. He's good. And now the 2 attacks from your dude hitting on, yep, and now he's wounded on 2s, AP2, bump, bump, he's dead. All right, so we will consolidate and we'll keep moving on. All right, so now we're gonna go over here to this assault. So my guys and his guys are all hitting at the same time, so we'll roll mine first. I've got 4 attacks, hitting on 4s. Ooh, okay, so I've got 4 hits, wounding on 5s. Ooh, I got 3 wounds, 3 3-ups. 1 guy goes down, but he gets to hit back. So you get your 3 attacks. Hitting on 4s. Okay, 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. Nothing. All right, so you lost combat there. So by 1. So leadership to 7. They're failed leadership. So let's see if you can get away. It's initiative off. So 3. Yep. You get away, so fall back 3d6. 6, 7, 8. So they'll move back 8 inches, and I will consolidate. All right, Super Scouts. Woo! All right, so now we're moving over to here. I've got 1 Hammer of Wrath, wounded on a 5. Nope, nothing. So then we'll move into initiative 4, which is everybody at the same one. So I've got 3 attacks coming in. 2 base plus 1 for the charge. So hitting on 4s. Got 1. Wounding on a 5. That's a wound. 3-up armor save. No, 1 guy will be dead. And then, but he still gets to attack back. So you get 3 attacks back. Hitting on 4s. 2 hits. Wounding on 5s. Got 1. 3+ armor save, or he's dead. He's good. So you've lost by 1. There's a 7, but they're good. So they will be locked in combat. All right, so that is it for the, oh, and he's gonna try to hit and run. And he made it, so 3d6. All right, we'll just do his hit and run, but that's the end of Dark Angel's turn, so we'll come back to you with the cards that they got. All right, so I got Secure Objective 3 and Secure Objective 6. I didn't get any of the others. I'm gonna get rid of Blood and Guts. No, I'm gonna get rid of Hungry for Glory. So that's it for the Dark Angel's turn here on turn 2. So we'll come back to you with the cards drawn for the Forces of the Inquisition here on turn 3. All right, so he drew Blood and Guts. So he's got Kingslayer, Secure Objective 3, Ascendancy, and Blood and Guts. All right, so we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Forces of the Inquisition here on turn 3. All right, so movement phase here for the Forces of the Inquisition. This bike squad here with his Warlord came up looking on my tank over here. These guys shot up from over here looking on the tank as well. These guys ran over this way looking at my scouts. This Sakaran just shuffled around, so he's got holding Objective 5 there. He shot up. He shot up. These guys both moved around this way, over this way, and these guys dropped down so they can hold Objective 4 there. So that's the movement phase here for the Forces of the Inquisition. We'll come back to you with the Psychic phase. All right, so my opponent rolled 1, leaving me with 2 dice and leaving him with 6. What do we want to do?
Hammerhand on castle.
He's going to cast Hammerhand on himself there. So needing 1. It goes off with 2. I'm going to let it go because I don't think I can do anything else with that. I don't think I can get that. Anything else? We'll come back to you with the rest of this phase. Kodiaz is going to put forewarning on those guys there, giving them a 4-up invul. Needing 2. He's got 2. I need 2 6s on this. Do not even get 1. Cool. So they have a 4-up invul now. And now Kodiaz is going to put prescience on his own troops there, and he does not get it. All right, so that is the end of the Psychic phase. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase for the Forces of the Inquisition here on turn 3, 4, 3, 3. 3. All right, this squad here is going to fire into here. The only one of them is within only one of them Melta gun is within range. So hitting on a 3. That's a hit. 8 on 11, looking for a 3 to glance. That's a pen. +2 to the result. That's a blow up. Boom. All right, so we'll figure that out. We'll come back to you with the result. All right, that's the result, and they passed their leadership test, so they are not pinned. So now this squad here is going to fire into them. We've got 6 grav shots and 4 bolter shots, 2 of which are coming from the Warlord, which are going to be the green ones. The yellow ones are the regular bolters, and then the red ones are the grav shots. So all hitting on 3s and 2s. Okay. Okay. So wounding on 3s and 5s. No, 3s and 4s, I'm sorry. Ooh. So we've got 3 armor saves and 1 is just dead. So we'll do the 3 armor saves, 3 3-ups. They're good, so 1 guy dies. All right, this squad here is going to fire into him. They're firing grav, and they're snap firing, but I'm still going to jink. So hitting on 6s. Ooh, got 2. Wounding on 3s. Got 1 wound. 1 for a rerollable jink save. Oh, rerollable. Oh, he's dead. This Sakaran tank is going to fire into my Mortis Pattern Dreadnought over here. So hitting on 3s, twin linked. All right, no need for the twin link there. So looking for 5s to glance. So that's 3 glances. Got 3 5-up cover saves. I made 1, so he's down to 1 hull point. Now this Sakaran is going to fire onto him. Hitting on 3s, twin linked. All right, glancing on 5s. Oh, 2 pens, 2 5-up cover saves. Come on. Nah, he's dead. All right. Womp womp. All right, these guys here are going to fire into my scouts. So we've got 8 Stormbolter shots coming in, hitting on 3s. Alrighty. And then wounding on 4s. So we got 3 wounds there. Let's see, 4-up. If they go to ground, it would be a 3-up. Yeah, they're going to go to ground. So 3-up, save. 1 guy dies. Should have just stayed with the 4-up. All right. All right, so these guys are going to charge into here. They went to ground, so they... Oh, I don't know if that's going to be -2.
Nope.
Nope, they do not make it in. All right. All right, so now this Melta squad here is going to charge into these guys. They need a 9-inch charge. I'm not going to overwatch, hoping that they fail so I can overwatch these dudes. So 9. Oh, that fell off. Oh, they're in. Oh, that's killer. That's super killer. All right, now this other squad here is going to charge in. And ooh, that's going to be close, but I think they'll still probably make it. We'll figure that out. Yeah, they're in. All right. So we'll move them in, and then we'll come back to you with the assault phase. I meant to say fight sub phase. All right, so he challenged, and I accepted. But first, we've got the Hammer of Wrath. So we've got 5 Hammer of Wraths coming in, wounding on 3s because of the +1 strength Hammer of Wrath for them. So he's got 4 wounds there, 4 3-ups. They are good. So now we go to initiative 4. So I've got my guys and his regular bikers are going to attack in here. So I've got the challenge is going to be with the sergeant there. So he's got the 2 black ones there, and the green ones are the regular dude bros. So hitting on 4s. Okay. Sorry about that. The battery died. Then we got 1 and 1 hit here. So these are going to be wounding on 5s. Okay, nothing there. All right, so now you've got your regular dude bros attacking back here. So we've got 10 attacks coming at initiative 4, hitting on 4s. Ooh, okay. All right, wounding on 4s. 2. All right, 3-ups. All right, both of them saved. And now your warlord there, hitting on 4s. Oh, wounding on 2s. Okay, so that's 3 guys just dead. Boom. Alrighty, so I lost combat there. Leadership of 8. He's failed leadership. So now should we roll for initiative? And I get away. So roll runway 2d6. And 8 inches. All right, so that's the end of that combat. And actually, oh no, we still got one more combat to go. All right, so now we're on to this. Hopefully he rolls another 1. So here comes the smash attack. Oh no, that's a hit. Anything but. Yeah, he's dead. Slay the warlord. Alrighty, so that's the end of the assault phase here for the forces of the Inquisition on turn 3. So we'll come back to you with the cards that he got. All right, so he got Kingslayer, he got Blood and Guts, and he got Ascendancy. And he rolled D3s on Kingslayer and Ascendancy, and he got 3 and 2 respectively. So that was a huge turn there for the forces of the Inquisition. All right, so we'll come back to you with the cards drawn for the Dark Angels here on turn 3. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 3. This guy moved up towards them. He stood still. They stood still except the sergeant moved around a bit. And that's it. That's all I've got left on the board. So there's no more psychers left on my side, so we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so he's going to fire into them. Hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 5. That's not a wound. He is going to fire into this bike squad over here. They are going to jink. So 5 shots hitting on 3s. Oh my god. That was rough. All right, wounded on 3s, re-rolling because of grav amps. Nope, that's a wound. So 3-up jink save. Yeah, they're good. These guys are going to fire into these guys. So hitting on 2s and 3s. Alrighty. All right. Wounding on 3s, re-rolling because of grav amps. That's cocked. All right, re-rolling because of grav amps. Alrighty, so we've got 6 wounds, 5-up cover going through those woods there. So, and they can go to ground and make it a 4-up if you want.
Then they'd shoot snapshots next turn?
No, they would be. Oh yes, they would be snapshots. They're going to go to ground. So 4-ups, 6 of them. 6 4-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dead. So they are all dead. All right. All right, so that's it for shooting phase. The charge sub phase. He's going to charge into them. Nope, nothing. Twin linked. Sorry. Got 1. Wounding on a 4. That's a wound. 4-up armor save. No, he is dead. Heart of a Lion can't save you from everything. Womp womp. All right, so I got overwhelming firepower, and I'm going to get rid of secure objective 5. We'll come back to you with the cards drawn for the forces of the Inquisition here on turn 4. Yes, 4. All right, so he drew 2 secure objective 4s, leaving him with secure objective 3, a 4, and a 4. All right, movement phase here for the forces of the Inquisition. The 2 bike squads are forming a firing squad onto that poor dude there. Castellan Crow has scaled atop the burning wreckage of my Mortis Pattern Dreadnought to secure Objective 3 underneath him there. Pretty badass. King of the Mountain right over there. These guys are scooting around to get some shots onto my last Devastator squad there, along with the 2 Sikaran battle tanks over here. So that's pretty much the movement we got here. He's not going to cast anything in the Psychic phase because it's just not worth risking perils, because nothing much more he can get here. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase here for turn 4. All right, badass Castellan Crow over here is going to shoot onto my dude here, hitting on 2s. Right? Is he Ballistic Skill 5? I don't know. We're going to find out if he's Ballistic Skill 5. Nope, he's Ballistic Skill 4, so he missed. All right. All right, so just to save a little bit of time, both these squads are going to fire at the same time onto him. So we've got the reds are going to be the grav guns that are going to be snap firing because they jinked. The greens are going to be the 2 bolters that jinked, so they're going to be snap firing, and then the 2 yellows are going to be the melted guns that are going to be hitting on 3s. So 6s and 3s. Oh man. Oh, that's brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. All right, and those greens are twin linked. Okay, so wounding on 2s and 3s. 2s, all right, he's dead. All right, so this squad here is going to fire into these guys. They've got the 2 Melta shots that are coming in, hitting on 3s. 1 hit, wounding on a 2. That's a wound. 5 up terrain, cover save. Yeah! And now we've got the grav shots from here into them. So hitting on 3s. Oh, wounding on 3s. All right, so that's 3. 3, 5 up. Cover saves. Nothing. So they are dead. And that was the last of the Dark Angels here on the planet. Yeah, that's how this game ends, with a tabling of the Dark Angels, and I think he was winning on objectives anyway. So, but yeah, that was a brutal game. He just came through and just smashed through everything I had. Yeah, really awesome synergy between all of his between his tanks that were sitting back here with the cover of the Void Shield, and being able to ignore the jink of my bikes, along with all those bike squads that were troop choices, so they were able to secure objectives, and they had a bunch of weapons that were able to just massacre through my troops. And then he had, of course, you know, Kodiaz over here with his blowing up my pod and stuff that first turn, and these guys coming through and wiping out a bunch of guys. Yeah, it was just a very awesome, really awesome game here. So yeah, that's how it ends here, with a Forces of the Inquisition victory. But every Dark Angel died on the field, so they have no one to ask the uncomfortable questions to. So zoom, 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 off we go. One step ahead of the Inquisition, as always. So yeah, that's the way it goes. So share, like, and subscribe the video. I've been Phil the Glacial Geek. My opponent's been Tim. And until next time, have fun.